should be met.
The goal, I mean, it sounded like your goal was to have something in place by January.
Well, at least by January, and certainly would like to have it before that. Absolutely. If that is plausible, by all means, that's exactly the direction that we need to head in.
And it may be that we can start advertising it before January, so that would satisfy Senator Polk too. He said he would be happy with that. If, we can start advertising it in September, but we may not get it fixed, until January.
Do you have a breakdown of how many people earned I mean, was that in the study? I mean, I hadn't gone with the number of people who each institution.
We have the chart that just shows the number of. Yes, it is in there, Bobby. It is there because he put it up there and it showed how many participants were in.
If there were more people going to community colleges, that would, I mean, just by definition, that would lower the cost to the program.
It would. I think putting those defined parameters in, readjusting the pricing, changing our policies and procedures to be in line with the process we're going to go with.
Now he said I'm going to give you several options. The auditor did, and the first one was let's close the program out, honor the contract, start a new program. But what were the other options that he presented? Because I never really thought I heard those.
Well, we just sort of talked through them, mostly to get to where all the issues are and where the concerns are. But the last one, and I'll be happy to share that with you, is to ultimately open this program, take some of these recommendations, put them into place, come up with a solid, sustainable recommendation, and move forward to get the program open. But you just couldn't open it as it is.
Right.
You could not just allow this
Now, the full faith and credit, is that's on the table? Do y'all plan on just revoking that no matter what, or is that something that y'all are just going to look at? Or
No, that's a key factor in this program. And that is set up statutorily. So
the legislature has to change it
The legislature
first.
have to change that. Now, if that were to come out from the recommendation from the committee, then that'd certainly be a discussion point and to make a determination whether you need to take that to the legislature. But as I said, several other states have shifted their liability from the full faith and credit to the
how many states are left?
There are only 4 that have true impact plans.
Now, could you real quick explain, when y'all were talking about the $5 million cash infusion, go over that real quick, like 30 seconds.
Okay. We were looking at options to make the legacy, the participants right now, that fund sustainable. Because we're going to have to break it down into current participants and a new. So if you did a cash infusion of every year $5 million into the firm, rather than a lump sum, then ultimately you got $5 million for 20 years.
Basically, if you're closing out the program, you have to bring in revenue because you're not having a new stream.
Exactly.
So that's how much it costs. Basically, zero it out.
You would cap it at that, bring in that dollars.
Kind of like these municipal retirement accounts that the cities all have, kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it would get you solvent by going down that process. And that's certainly an option. We have to look at some potential revenue along that line. And certainly try to close the gap and hope that our interest earnings grow.
Right.
So there are a lot of moving parts in this program, and I think as we've all now seen for the last several months,
You got any more,
there are a
Bobby?
lot of pieces to the puzzle.
I'll make you a star. Come on.
No, I don't want to be a star.
You're very photogenic.
Can you have do you have a list of all the options that were on the table? I mean, is something you handed out to committee members? Can we have a copy of that?
Absolutely. And it was just very broad and mostly just for discussion points. They weren't definitive by any means. Claire,
That'd be
do you have a copy of the options? Okay.
That'd be just kind of cool to have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had. But they're not definitive. Just as we've talked through today, you saw any number of areas that have to be addressed.
And the audit's complete now. I mean, these guys have pretty much done their work, right?
They have.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very detailed, very thorough, very much what we were looking for.
Come on, Miss Tate, smile.
You have another one?
When's the last time you heard that? We're going back to old JTV 12 days.
Yeah.
You got to run Saturday?
Yeah. You gonna run?
I don't know. I